Good morning, YouTube. This is Permission No More, also known as Kima. You hear that sound in the background? That was my life before weight loss surgery. That was my clock ticking and how fast it was going. Going that fast while I did nothing but sit by and pray for a miracle or that a diet would work or anything. I was lost. I was confused. I felt helpless. Now, I don't. Now, after weight loss surgery, things are a lot different. That's how my clock sounds to me. I'm no longer sitting on the couch, letting my life pass me by. I'm doing things that I never thought I would be able to do, things that I never dreamed I would be able to do. Now, it's very, very symbolic to me when I listen to this, just how much of my life has passed me by. And I'm not talking about regular life. I'm talking about things like enjoying sports and activities, not feeling ashamed about going places, not feeling like I was going to be an outcast because of my weight, not worrying about going to a barbecue and sitting in one of those white chairs and the legs breaking underneath me. When you're 432 pounds, there's a lot of things you don't want to do because of that weight. And I'm going to share a story with you. When I was younger, we lived on a hill. And at the bottom of the hill was a busy street, almost sort of like a highway. And sitting on my porch one day, I must have been a teenager, and I remember this woman who was obese as well was walking with her child down the hill. And the little girl must have been maybe 2.5, 3 at the most. And the little girl broke free of her mother's hand and started running down towards the hill, towards the intersection. And the woman tried her best to run as fast as she could. But that daughter was on the move, and she was screaming, the mother. Luckily, somebody had heard her screaming that was near the bottom of the street and grabbed the little girl and saved her life. And when I was little, I always thought that would never be me. I can never let myself go that much where my child would feel the repercussions or suffer. But I did, and a lot of things he got to miss out on, which in a way made me feel like a bad mom. I try to make up with it doing other things. But now he's not old enough where some of those things that he wanted to do then he can't do now. And I'm actually getting a chance to enjoy a lot of them with him, all because of the weight loss surgery. Now, weight loss surgery isn't for everybody. You have to talk to your doctor and you have to do your research on it. But it was the best decision I could have made. I'm coming on here today because I made a video 2 days ago on evolution of me, and I gave you my numbers and everything else. But I didn't tell you about my NSV'S. And my NSV'S for this week are getting in the car and being about 7 inches away from the steering wheel. My stomach always touched the steering wheel. And now I realize that because that stomach is gone, I actually have room to move my seat up. I always thought it was because I was tall. Lo and behold, I'm only 5'6". But it wasn't that. It was all the extra mass on my body that was taking up the room. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still 300 and change pounds. But 109 pounds gone is a lot of weight to lose. That's a small child. That's my 10-year-old. Well, my son's 11. That's an 11-year-old child. And that's about how much my son weighs. But you think about all the things that you accomplish. And to me, that's a great thing. Another thing that happened to me this week was, without even thinking, I got up on top of a chair to get on a cabinet to grab something. Now, the old me would ask somebody else in the household to, can you reach that for me? Can you get that for me? Without even thinking, I grabbed the chair and got on top of it. And it wasn't until I was on top of that chair that I realized that I was there. And I was like, what am I doing up here? And how did I get here? And I got scared getting down more than I did getting up, because I didn't even think about getting up there. When I got down, I realized it was okay. I could do this. Your body changes dramatically and in such a short period of time. And it wasn't until that I watched that video of me that I actually seen what everybody else has been talking about. Another thing, NSV. I'm a Panther fanatic, so all my jewelry is basically Panthers. A ring that I used to wear, see, Panther. It's probably upside down. Okay. Yeah, now it's upside down. Okay, anyway, Panther ring. I now need a ring guard. Okay? Necklaces. Just give you a visual of another NSV for me. See? See my chain? It's actually a chain with the bracelet attached to it, because my neck was so fat I couldn't get this around me. But I couldn't pass it up because I love Panthers. So I bought a bracelet and made my own extension for it. Now I can wear this chain without the bracelet, if I can get it on my neck. There we go. Now it actually looks like a choker. It does. Same thing with this. Actually 3 bracelets put together to make a necklace for myself. And it's not just that. My feet, I've dropped a half of a shoe size. My wide width shoes are now too wide for me. I'm losing weight all over the place, and it's funny. It is funny, but it's amazing. Totally amazing. I'm stoked about this. See? Another one. And now I have 2 extra bracelets, or an ankle bracelet and a bracelet. We don't know. It's depending on how much weight I lose. You know, guys, I would like to make a tag video. I'm still new at this video editing stuff, but I like to make a tag video of the evolution of you. I want to see people that maybe years out, maybe a couple of months out, trying some of those clothes that you used to wear if you still have them, and see how they fit now compared to where you started to where you're at. Also, if you're a pre-opper, you can just show the clothes that you want to get into, something that's special to you that you can no longer fit into, that you want to fit into, that's your goal. If you're a couple of months out, show something that you wore a couple of months ago. Try it on, see how it fits. I know that sometimes we do these update videos and we give a body shot and stuff like that, and a lot of us, we wear the same clothes because we want you to see just that visual effect. But we all had something that was maybe a little bit bigger that we used to wear to try to hide that extra skin or the bulk of the weight. Try that on. See how much extra room you have now in it. It's amazing. It really is. And weight loss surgery, like I said, is not for everybody, but it was the best decision for me, and I'm so glad I did it. And no matter what trials and tribulations I go through, it's all worth it. Thank you guys for subscribing to me. My new subscribers, I hope you are enjoying my journey. I hope you can benefit and learn something from it. I think that everybody, whether pre-opper or 10 years out, all has something to give. And everything I wanted was on the other side of fear. It may not work for everybody else, but it worked for me. With that, have a blessed weekend. Stay safe and much love.